Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is season 3 episode 2 of An Englishman Abroad, where we are out in Thailand managing Buriram United. So today we are going to be playing in 3 games, 3 different cups. But before we get into that, if you're enjoying the channel and you're enjoying the videos, please hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the save. If you are enjoying the videos, hit the thumbs up button just so we know that we're producing the content that you want to see. If you've got any comments about anything that we're doing or we could do better or differently, please leave them in the comments box below. I like interacting with as many people as I can, and I always try and get those messages back. Okay, so in today's episode we are going to be playing Guangzhou, our old foes in the Champions League Group F group stage. We are going to be playing against Raj Pracha in the League Cup second round, and we are going to play against Wang Thong United in the FA Cup second round. So since you were last with us, been on quite a decent run of form. Won 2-0 against Nongboya Pichaya, beat Daegu 4-0 in the Champions League. We then followed that up with a 3-1 win against Rayong and a 3-0 win against Nakhon. That brings us nicely up to date as we are ready to jump into the first match action, which is going to be against Guangzhou in the Champions League. Okay, so this is the lineup that we are going to go into that first game with. We're going to start off with Melee in goal, Akon Sri at left back, Henry Boone, Lima, Selenon round out the defence. We've got Suj Katamul with Pwangjan in the middle, Sarachat wide left, Mwenta wide right. Teatrical's going to play behind Jaded. And fingers crossed, we're going to pick up another 3 points in this Champions League group stage. So the first action of the game is a corner to us. Teatrical swings it in, comes all the way back out to Sujat Makal, and he has a shot that gets dragged wide. Going to get a throw in now with Selenon to Lima. Work back out to Selenon. Hopefully he's going to try and swing it in. It gets cut out. And then we have a shot that hits the post, and Sarachat is at the back post to stab it home for his second goal of the season. And we are early on putting the pressure on our old enemy Guangzhou. Mwanta lays it back to Teatrical. As the shot hits the post, and then Sarachat is there whilst the goal is still on the ground. He hadn't even begun to recover and makes it 1-0 to us. Fingers crossed, if we go out to China and play a game like this, where we are on top for long periods and play well, pick up 3 points, it holds us in good stead hopefully for later on in the season, because going to places like China seemed to be a bit of our Achilles heel. The game against Jiangsu was so bad that it really was disappointing to see us just crumble and fall away 4-0 last season. So hopefully, if we can start off brightly like this in most games, we've already picked up a 1-0 lead going into half time where not a lot's actually happened. And to be honest, I'd take a 1-0 win out at Guangzhou anyway, considering that they have been quite decent opposition for us. I'm not sure, looking at their squad, whether they have retained a lot of those Brazilians that they had early on. Doesn't actually look like they have. But we had the ball up front. Fernandinho, even though it says Fernando there, is one of those that's been there since the start of the save. And he plays a pass that goes wide. And then we're going to bring the ball, play it out from the back. Moant has now picked it up. He's played it out to Sarachat. Plays it back into the middle. Pwangjan, Teatrical, Wanta's in. He should do better there. Player from Wanta's ability. We were raving about him in the last episode. He really should be scoring from there. From the resulting corner, it's swung in, it's cleared away. Pwangjan runs back towards the box and he swings it in. Gets cleared away before it's eventually just booted clear. Selenon picks it up from deep. Plays it forward, comes into the middle. Pwangjan now picks it up, beats one man quite easy. Jaded plays it back to him. Clever ball through, and Selenon has gone on to score his first goal of the season. He's put us 2-0 up, and hopefully that's 3 points on the road in the Champions League. Nice little interchange here, considering we've Normally got a shoot on side policy. That was clever. Deft little pass. Good sideful finish. Down to the goalkeeper's left. And he's delighted. We're delighted. It's looking good. So it's nice to see us having that big 59% possession there. We've created quite a lot in the game as well. We've got an XG of 1.53, which is what we'd expect when we're 2-0 up. Maybe have one last attack here. Lima plays it forwards. Goes sideways. That's a terrible pass, but Prangjan's got it. Plays it out to the wing. Savachat picks it up. Running at the defence. Beats his man. Jaded now. He has a pretty weak shot. Those are chances that I would have expected those players to be finishing. Jaded has been lethal in front of goal in this series. And I thought for sure he was going to go and just pop that one away, but it's a pretty tame effort. Now Atkins 3 has hit the ball forward. Comes back to us though. Paulinho is still at the club. They spread the play wide. They've had a shot from close up. It's hit the post and the goalkeeper looked quite shocked. And then we've broken away and Sarachat's got the ball. Plays it into the middle. That gets intercepted. And it's going end to end all of a sudden. And with 3 minutes added on, we're surely into the last seconds of the game here. Sarachat plays it out wide. It gets intercepted. Play slowed right down. Theatrical to Jaded. Plays it out wide. Akansiri can't catch that. He's already clapping. So I don't know whether he thinks the game's over or not, but might have one last bit of defending to do. So they bring the ball forwards. Play it back. And that's it. It's all over. Not too sure what that last rubbish little highlight was, but we'll take that. Selenon with an important goal there to kill them off. Very important 3 points in the group, and we're happy to move on to the easier League Cup and FA Cup games with 3 points in the bag from the Champions League. Okay, so the second match of the episode is going to be the Thai League Cup game against Rajpracha. Luckily, the rules are a little bit more relaxed in these games, so you can rotate your squad quite a bit. So for this game, you're going to go with Melee in goal, Akansri, Henviboon, Lima, Selenon at right back. Pwangjan will retain his place in the middle of the park. Saleh, young 17-year-old, will come in to line up alongside him. Promswat will play wide left. Faisal Zayed will play behind. Suksum up front. And Hypercon, who hasn't really got a look in this season, will come in and start on the right. We are looking to rest as many players as we can. Probably in both of these games coming up, just to the fact that this season gets quite energy zapping towards the end, especially if you are pushing longer into the Champions League. So we want to get the resting done as quickly as we can so we can push on later on in the season, hopefully. So with that being said, let's get on with this Thai League Cup game and see if we can't progress through to the next round with no problems. Okay, so the action starts early. We have a throw-in that gets cleared. It's going to be played backwards by Rajpracha, trying to build along the right sideline. However, the ball gets intercepted. Henviboon plays it back to Melee. He brings it out of the box before playing it to Prangjan. Plays it forward to Selenon. Hypercon now is going to go one-on-one with his man. Instead, he lays it back. Selenon looks to beat him as well. They're playing short passes before Faisal Zayed hits a shot, hits the outside of the post, and goes out for a goal kick. So, a bright start there. However, now we're on the back foot. Faisal Zayed tries to intercept the ball, but actually can't take it past his man. Salah, the young lad in the middle of the park today, does get the interception, plays it forward to Suksum. I think he's lacking a bit of form as well, because that's a lacklustre shot. He hasn't really done much since he's been with us, and he came into quite a high billing. Our scouts were adamant that he was a good signing, and that on the pre-season report it was actually 7-2 to be top goal scorer. We've seen nothing of that kind of form so far, so fingers crossed it is in there somewhere, but we're not seeing it. And as we're saying that about goal scoring, there's Lima at the back post. Free kick from Faisal Zayed. He rises, heads it in. to the far post and gives us the lead that it looks like we've deserved, as we are dominating possession. Had enough shots, but after half an hour, that pretty much was the only shot on target, the only highlight that we looked likely to score. And we have another one coming here where Salah is moving the ball into the middle of the park. He tries from distance, and for a 17-year-old lad, that is pretty confident stuff to be having a shot from there. And it tipped the top of the crossbar as well. It was dipping. It didn't go too far over, so that's good to see. We have youngsters with confidence that are just sitting on the bench or playing in the reserves who can step in when needed and do those kinds of things. So we're going to go into the second half. Got no real concerns with any other players that are on the pitch at the moment. Hypercom puts the ball in, and there's Promswat at the back post with a tap-in to make it 2-0. However, the ref now has started looking at his VAR. The video showed a clear offside. Not so sure it was as clear-cut as they said, but I can understand why. I suppose when the ball was flicked on, he was standing all alone at the back post, which suggests he might have been. But we're going to have a free kick. Who's over the ball? Faisal Zayed's going to hit this. Goes over the ball. Goalkeeper chooses to punch, which was strange. He could have probably just caught that, but instead he gives us a corner, which Faisal Zayed swings in. Henry Bone's there, and instead of hitting the target, he puts it over the bar. Got another free kick from a promising position. Faisal Zayed swings it in, and Lima, who scored the first goal, has hit the post from an odd position. As the ball comes out, I can see he's got it. Hypercom back to him. Salah's picked it up now. It's back to Akon Siri. Selenon. Faisal Zayed hits the ball, and that's a bit wayward. It's either over or wide or both. So we're going to make a few changes here. We're going to bring off Henry Boone, who's been booked. We are going to change the right back as well, and we are going to give Theatrical about 20 minutes of the game in place of Faisal Zayed, just to freshen things up a little bit. So Theatrical with the free kick, swings it in, gets pushed away, and then I think that was Salah again there, who's hit a right-footed shot that he's dipping, goes over the bar, but gosh, that's some confidence to be having a shot from about 25 yards for a 17-year-old kid. He really should be pushing to play more often if he's got that kind of confidence in him. Maybe he's one that we've overlooked a little bit, but still, I'm sure that there will be plenty of game time, including the next game, which is going to come up shortly. We are safely through to the third round of the League Cup. Let's see if we can repeat the trick in the FA Cup. Okay, so after victory in the League Cup second round, this is going to be the team that we will put out in the Thai FA Cup. We've got Mela in goal. Wiria Udom Siri is going to come in for a rare start at left back. Henry Boone and Down Van Ho are going to play in centre back. Thama Rasapon is going to come in at right back. He started the season with us, and then his fitness seemed to drop off, so he's had a bit of a rest. He's back in the lineup for today's game. Puangjan and Salah, who was confident in the last game, is going to start this one. Lenda Hain is going to start wide left. Theatrical is going to start through the middle. Suksum, who I think is a little bit short of confidence at the moment, not played too well as I mentioned in the last game. Going to give him another chance, playing as the right-sided midfielder, and then up front we have got the young English lad Rahman Burrell, who has played quite a few games in these cup games for us and has been successful, scoring quite a few goals. I think if I had another spot to register a foreign non-Asian player, he would be the player to get it. However, with Carlos, the young Brazilian, coming in July, it looks likely that he probably won't get registered. So if you keep him at the club, it might be a case of either playing him in games like this and disappointing him, or maybe we send him back to England and see what money we can get for him. Bit disappointing really, but hey ho, give him an opportunity in this game. Let's see if he can't fire us to an FA Cup victory. One other little note before we start this, I've realised that this is one trophy that I also haven't won domestically, so we are going to look to put a cup run together because this is the one that I want to add to the trophy cabinet. Okay, so we start off the game with some defending to do. It's a free kick here from Buriram United. They spread the ball across the pitch, slow the play right down, and we've managed to push it completely. I don't know what the point of what they were doing there was. Dehane has knocked it forward into Burrell's path. He's through on goal. He's had a shot, right-footed, straight at the goalkeeper though. He makes a save and pushes it away for a corner. So Udom Siri swings it in, gets cleared away. Prangjan is going to pick it up and turn back towards goal. Plays in theatrical down the side, and there's a slight tackle there to give us another corner. Corner is swung in by Udom Siri, and Dehane tries to head it in, puts it over the bar, and it's quite a bright start in the opening 10 minutes. I was quite impressed with how he turned a attack into a counter-attack, and then we have had Burrell in a promising position as well. But back to defending. Free kick comes in again, and I've got a feeling that is one area where we are very vulnerable. Corners and free kicks, we do not look comfortable at the back. I mean, I have dropped Paulo Lima today just to try and keep him fresh, and that's not going to help us. Just as I was saying about Suksum's confidence, maybe having a bit of a dip, he then goes and gets himself sent off, and that is stupid. But free kicks, corners, we just seem to struggle in the air slightly. So whether Paulo Lima needs somebody alongside him who's maybe just a tall body, full corners or not, I don't know. But something that we're going to probably have to try and look at eventually. But despite having only 10 men, we're on the attack. Udom Siri back to Prangjan. Tactical back to Prangjan. Back to Tactical. He's going to work the ball to Salah. Henry Boone. Prangjan. It's nice, pretty play, but somebody needs to go forwards. Thamaraspon brings it inside. Ball over the top to nobody. Headed away, but Udom Siri keeps it in. Plays it square to Prangjan. Theatrical tries the ball through, and when it gets deflected into Burrell's path, Rahman Burrell again takes his chances in the cup. As was saying in the intro, it's a bit of a shame really we can only offer him cup games as a way to play for the club, because his goal scoring record is actually pretty good when he gets his chances. He's done nothing wrong. It just goes against him, and it goes against me that I signed players that don't qualify in the quota of Asian players, and then the foreign player quota goes against the club. So it's something maybe on reflection I wouldn't do differently, but I would probably look at again, because when we lost the original set of 3 foreign players, we we went straight out, replaced them with others, but brought too many in, which is the reason why Ball can't get a game. But I'm waffling anyway, it doesn't really matter. Don Van Hoo has scored a second at the back post with a header, and we are now 2-0 up and fully in control of the game despite only having 10 men. And now Van Hoo is looking a bit short of energy, so here will be the first substitution. Yeah, despite us only having 10 men in this game, we are pushing forwards. We are the aggressor in the game. I think we could probably sit on this 2-0 now and just hope that nothing eventful really happens in the last 10 minutes. Looks like it's going to happen that way anyway. Got a corner. Udom Siri swings it in. Dehane is there with a header. He scores his 3rd goal of the season. And in fairness, he's turning out to be a pretty solid signing. He wasn't a big money, or he wasn't like a flash wonder kid, but he come highly recommended. He's come from Belgium. He's got 3 goals. Can't really ask for too much more. He's doing his job. And it looks like we are comfortably into the next round of the FA Cup. And that is 3 cup games, 3 different competitions, 3 different wins. Got a progression in 2, 3 points in the Champions League game. And that's all you can ask for, is to just keep winning games. Okay, so with those 3 cup games all out of the way, this is what the forthcoming schedule looks like. What I think we might do is play on through until the Daegu Champions League game. Maybe go Daegu, chain out Hornbill and Port, as you can then see how that Champions League Group F rounds out, and then hopefully if we can win that group, we can find out who we play and progress forward. So yeah, until then, if you've enjoyed the video again and you're enjoying the season, please do hit the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date. If you have liked the video, hit the thumbs up button so we know that the content that we're creating is what you want to see. Any comments or anything you want me to do different in the videos, or if you're enjoying it, just leave me a comment down below. I love interacting with everybody that gets involved, so I really appreciate that. And until the next video, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you soon.